Time to take a look at Eternal Darkness. No, not that one, the He-Man episode. It's a later Season 1 episode which features the character Darkdream, who is simultaneously one of the coolest and also possibly one of the dumbest one-off He-Man villains. Darkdream is a wizard who can appear in the dreams of anyone on Eternia, but his powers are limited by the sun. So he teams up with this creepy weirdo and Eternia's go-to witch for hire, Evil Lynn, and begins plotting on blackening out the sun completely with an eternal eclipse so they can assault Castle Grayskull. But unfortunately, in their haste to move the moon, the villains accidentally begin to cause it to fall down. Luckily, Duncan was developing some weird concoction to seal Darkdream away because he does the classic villain mistake of taunting the heroes. So He-Man is able to launch it into the atmosphere to move the moon. I guess this was before they developed that planet strength handbrake for the Wind Raider. So instead, they have to launch it from a mountain.
We're almost to the mountaintop.
It looks like Battlecat forgot to apply the brakes. It's a little sad that Darkdream kinda sucks, because Alan Oppenheimer actually gives a really solid performance, and they really put a lot of effort into his animation. Sure, he looks a bit doughy in the latter half of the episode, but this kind of detail was always fun to see on the show.
It is up to you to put Eternia into total darkness, so I can leave these chambers.
Also, apart from giving people bad dreams, he can actually cause people to fall asleep against their will, which leads to a rather dramatic moment when he uses her powers on Teela while she's on a sky sled. And having him talk in everyone's dreams also gives us some rare glimpses of what the main cast looked like without their headgear. This episode does have many cool details, like how Eternia's gravity begins to be affected by the moon being shifted. The final battle scenes with Darkdream are also great, but the moment the villains realize that they fucked up is kinda undramatic, mostly because Adam and Duncan have this really dumb debate about whether or not they can blow the sorceress's cover, since she's once again trapped in her falcon form. But there is some really solid animation direction in this episode, which is honestly really cool. Another interesting detail is that for some reason Stratos was house-sitting with the sorceress. I'll leave it up to you to make up your birds of a feather theories on that one. It's cool Stratos gets a cameo, but of course he only gets to inconvenience the villains for a bit before he's trapped and not seen for the rest of the episode. Also, as if they felt Orko didn't get enough comedy bits, they actually do 2 ending gags for this episode. Overall, Eternal Darkness is an interesting, maybe not a standout episode, but it has enough interesting details to be worth watching. Until next time, may the rats eat your... I have the power, so can you.